What's going on, little hawks? So let's go ahead and go over a quick lesson on scientific notation. First things first, scientific notation will have a power of 10, and it'll also have an exponent. So your exponent might be, for example, a positive 5. Now, something we need to know about this scientific notation is that the coefficient for example, the coefficient is this, 3 and 5600ths, 3.56. This has to follow the rule that this number will be a 1 or it will be between 1 and 10. And as you can see, that falls between 1 and 10. So this is written in scientific notation. And it's all because of this rule. Now, how about something that's not in scientific notation? Because they're going to try to confuse you. So in the red box right here, all of this stuff that I'm going to put here, I'm going to put 2 examples. These are not scientific notation. They're going to look like it, but it's not. So first off, we're going to put a power of 10 with a positive power, right? So this is scientific notation. But then look at the coefficient. So the reason this is not scientific notation is because the coefficient is bigger than 10. It's bigger than 10. It's 350. So you can't use that. That's not scientific notation. The next one that we're going to put looks like scientific notation with the negative power, but look at the coefficient. You can't use that. The coefficient is less than 1, but the rule says it has to be a 1 or it has to be between 1 and 10. This is less than 1, so we can't use it. So make sure you look out for those. Now, before we go on, they're going to ask maybe a question like this. See, you're going to try to put all of this scientific notation, right? And you're going to get it wrong. Now, why are you going to get it wrong? Because maybe you didn't read that they were asking for the following. What is the exponent value? So this little number right here is called the exponent. So my exponent for this problem is 5. So the answer has to be 5. Some of you are going to put all of it, you'll get it wrong. But again, they were just asking for the exponent, so make sure you watch out for those. All right, so the last thing we're going to look at is, let's go ahead and look at something that, or you know what, let's go ahead and convert this into standard form. So this number was shortened, right? Let's go ahead and make it bigger again. So we're going to take the coefficient, and you are going to look at the exponent to see how many spaces you're going to move it. We're going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces to the right. We're going to fill in these zeros. Because it was a positive, you're going to the right. Remember, we moved this decimal. It's not there anymore. It's over here now. So we're just going to rewrite it with our zeros. And your answer in standard form is going to be 356,000. All right, let's go ahead and do a problem where there's a negative exponent. So let's say you have something like 1.53 times 10 to the negative 4th power. So you're going to take your coefficient. It's a negative, so we'll go left. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not there anymore. It has moved over here. We're going to go ahead and fill in 1, 2, 3 zeros. And your final answer, there it is. You can even add a little 0 right there if you want as a placeholder. And that's basically it. The last thing you need to know is, how do you go from standard to scientific? How do you go from a big number to making it smaller? Scientific notation. So let's go ahead and write a big number. It's going to be 309 1,000. So what you want to do is you want to eliminate the zeros to make this shorter. And whatever you have left over, and you need to put a decimal somewhere, right? Because it has to follow this rule. So I'm going to put it after the first number. By the way, it's always after the first number. You're going to put times 10. Now, how do we find the exponent? This number right here. Since you said the decimal is going to be right there, right? We're going to count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5 spaces that I moved is going to go right there. And that is your scientific notation.